Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly meeting of the Phrancko Sweater Knitters. You're welcome to join us anytime. It's not a closed group, so please come share your work with us. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Judith. Hi,
Hi.
Jenny.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Serena.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Will.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Sidra.
Hello.
So how are you all doing this week?
Good.
Good.
All good. It's wet and windy and rainy, but we're good.
Oh.
Good sweater weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody should be getting ready for Valentine's Day or the Super Bowl.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
I don't know how do you say règlement? I don't know how football works. I don't know. So
Is the Super Bowl football?
Yes.
This is my ignorance showing.
Yes,
It's
it's Super
American
Bowl
football.
is football. It's like
It's American football.
Right.
finishing big event.
Oh,
Not as
okay.
exciting as soccer.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
my
Jenny and
husband,
I grew up in Kansas City, so we always have a big party every year these days when the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl.
Hi, Sumner.
Hi.
Hi,
So
Sumner.
I Sumner.
so my husband was reading an article, and it said that somebody had paid $2.5 million for like a box or a suite at the
Oh, yeah.
Super Bowl.
wow.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's the most expensive ever
Could have been Taylor Swift. Could have been.
for coffee
That's
money.
an amazing amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the yarn you can buy with that.
Oh my God.
Luxury
A
yarn
lifetime worth.
patterns and whatever.
Well, another house to keep it all in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So I decided to wear my hoodie today. It's a little bit cool, but not cool enough. I may have to take it off.
Yeah.
But
Oh, looking
Oh,
good.
yeah. I love that pocket.
this is
Nice.
how do I do this? Oh no!
Oh,
I didn't
no.
mean that.
You got blue hair
No.
again.
That was fabulous, Frank.
I'm trying to spotlight me.
A little blue-eared emoji. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Pocket.
Oh, we.
Oh,
Use the
Nice.
kangaroo pockets with depth.
yeah.
I'm so proud of the fact that it has depth and it just isn't a flat.
Now you're making me jealous. I've made 3 and none for myself.
Aha. There's a project.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Cindy.
Hi, Frank.
You
Hi,
snuck in
everyone.
here while I was showing off
Hi.
Showing off your hoodie.
my hoodie.
Yeah.
And for everyone who doesn't know, this pattern is published in Cast On magazine, and I believe it was last summer's issue, if I'm not mistaken. Does anybody remember?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
And it's lots of fun to knit.
Yeah, I think, Serena, you have to hold the record for have knitted the most of them.
Yes, I was jealous.
More
He's
than
wearing
anybody.
one and I've knitted 3 and I haven't knitted one for myself. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
But I got a little burnt out. I needed to stop a minute.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So I had a funny thought yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm going to the men's knitting retreat in Colorado next week.
Cool.
Oh,
And
wow.
last year I was very cold and I didn't have any mittens for my hands.
Oh.
So just yesterday I thought, I need to go on Amazon and get me some mittens.
Ah.
Sitting here knitting a swatch, and I think,
You ought to be
wait a minute,
embarrassed.
I knit. Mittens are knitted. So,
Oh my
here's
goodness,
what I
I
have
cannot
so far.
believe it.
Oh, you're almost done with one.
Yeah, I just started yesterday. I'm just
Cool.
inventing a pattern as I go. I'll So there you
Cool.
go.
I love
That's
it.
great.
Excellent.
Oh,
I'm using Brooklyn Tweed's Shelter,
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice.
cool.
and it's a worsted weight. It's quite chunky and substantial. So I was actually working a swatch with it and thinking, I don't think I'd want to make a sweater with this. It's kind of too thick and it'd be too warm. Well, if I need something warm, I guess I can use it for that. While I'm knitting the
course.
swatch, I'm going, I do need some mittens. I better go buy some. Oh, oh yeah, I knit.
I did pretty good too, don't you, Frank? Yeah.
Yeah. And this yarn is perfect for mittens. I tell you,
Oh,
it's really
good.
good.
That's
It
funny.
worked up quickly and they're going to be really warm.
Can you do one pair with one ball? Should be.
I'm going to do 2 pairs with 1 ball.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry, 2 mittens
Well-
with 1 ball.
Right.
Two minutes.
That's what you said, 1 pair. Yes, 1 pair can be done with 1 ball. I calculated out. I didn't know. I have 2 different colors of this, and I didn't know if I needed to mix them in order to have enough yarn. So I measured, or I calculated these square inches for mittens as if they were just a big rectangle that was the length of my hand and the width of my palm and doubled over. And then I have a special technique for finding the yardage for a yarn and needles. And I'm kind of proud of it, but you have to know how many square inches you want before you can use this technique.
Mhm.
But I'm going to describe it to you. I take the rows per inch and the stitches per inch, and I multiply them together. And that gives me the number of stitches in 1 square inch.
Mhm.
Then I don't knit a swatch. I don't knit a square inch. I cast on that many stitches plus 2. Then I take scissors and I cut off the 2 end stitches that are selvaged. And then I hold onto the yarn that's on the needle and pull off the cast on yarn. And I measure that strip of yarn, and it usually ranges from 20 to 25 inches. And that's how many inches will work 1 square inch. I then multiply that number of inches times the number of square inches and divide by 36 to find out the number of yards. Because for those of you who are not American, 36 inches is 1 yard. So that gives me the number of yards, and then I can just look on the button band and see how many yards it is. And it was for 1 sweater, I believe it was 45 yards. And double that for 2 mittens, 90 yards, and there are 140 yards in the skein. So I know I can do it in 1 skein.
Cool.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Oh,
Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Are
I
you
just wanted to
teaching?
pop in and say hello because I couldn't go a whole week without seeing everyone.
Yay.
Nice. Thank you.
Oh,
That's so
Cindy, I
nice.
love your necklace.
Thank you. Are you guys really busy today?
Right now, so on the 13th, we're having a little fundraiser here at the yarn shop to support the theater that we all work at. And we're making little puppets.
Oh, very cute.
So some of my pals are here, and we're I'm testing the class materials with them just to get an idea of how long it's. So here's the one I'm making today.
How cute.
That looks like it could be a voodoo doll.
A gingerbread. No, a
Same, yeah.
gingerbread.
So we may just reuse the same template to do a gingerbread fundraiser. Zombies at
We,
Halloween, whatever it takes. So I just wanted to
Cute.
say hello to everyone, and then I'll see you next weekend, Frank.
Yes,
please.
Ron is also going to the men's knitting
Ah,
retreat.
Yay.
And so we'll both be in Colorado next week.
Mhm,
Oh.
mhm.
lucky you.
It's just sort of a disappointing to me that with Frank there, I won't be able to tell everyone about my Phrancos.
You better.
Ron, don't forget you can knit your own mittens.
I cannot imagine being cold enough to need mittens. I need
Oh.
mittens at around, like, it needs to be well below 0 for me to feel.
But if
Like
it's like Frank was last year, it is.
I do
Frank was like
remember.
freezing.
It was extremely
and
cold.
the
last year.
heater didn't work or anything either,
The
right?
heater didn't work. Wonderful. I haven't actually looked at what the weather is supposed to be.
Not as bad as last
Well,
year.
check that. You might want to take some socks, Ron.
I will bring like actual human shoes, much to my chagrin.
So Kathy, you're in Colorado. What's the weather like there? What should we expect?
Oh, it's snowing right now, but by next week, I think it's gonna be, I don't know, 40s, something like
Yeah.
that. It's not gonna be cold. Yeah. Yeah, there's snow in the mountains, so you might have snow, but it won't be that cold. It won't be like last year, which was what, -20 or something?
Oh, it was
Ouch.
brutal.
At -20, I'll put on gloves, but
And be able to still knit, you know.
but you should. Because in cold weather, like I literally steam, like when you exhale, but off of my entire body, like my shoulders and head, and it's unnerving.
So when it's really cold, we all sit close to you, right? And
Yeah.
stay warm.
Warm
We-
hands, cold heart.
Yeah.
Anyway, I knew I wasn't going to be able to see anyone but Frank next week, so I wanted to stop in and say hello.
Oh, I don't know.
So
We might
nice.
drop in.
We might drop in.
Where is it
Yes.
that you guys are going in Colorado?
Something mountain.
Well, there's a lot of mountains, and I had even relatives there in years past, and they lived in the mountains, but they lived on
Right.
different mountains.
We're
So
going up to 7,000 feet. And I don't remember the name of the resort right now.
I had the tab open, but I must have
Well,
shut it.
both of you, good luck in getting there since neither one of you know where the heck you're going.
Someone is supposed to be coming to pick me up.
We're counting on the kindness of strangers.
Allen's Park, Colorado.
Is-
Which is
Well, I
near-
do hear they speak English there, so.
Damage.
and you wanted to practice your French.
Right. Or some other
Call me.
language. I will. All right. Well, I'm going to get back to sewing puppets. See.
Thanks for dropping in, Ron.
That was
got
so
it.
nice.
Say goodbye,
Good
everyone.
to see you.
Fun next week.
So.
See y'all.
Oh no, we're quiet again. I'm not going to talk though.
Just did.
I can show my progress.
Oh,
Please do.
please.
Break the
No,
ice.
it's pretty, it's the same as you saw before. But
Oh,
see,
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I think I'm
Believe.
gonna do a
Hmm.
fold over collar though. I'm gonna just go ahead and knit it twice as deep and fold it over to the inside. I think
It looks
that.
like you've already cast off.
Oh yeah, but I'll just take it out. That's why I saved all this yarn.
Oh. What kind of bind off did you use?
Just normal for this one
Okay,
because I didn't think I would. I thought I would do a fold over collar,
right.
and I was in
The
a
reason I
hurry.
asked is because if you did the invisible, whatever we call it,
Yeah, the
the
invisible.
the sewn bind off that I promote on my website. If you use that, it's really hard to undo.
Yes, I thought about doing it, and then I thought, no.
But if
Plus,
you
I
use
wanted
the
to
sewn
wanted to
bind
show
off-
it off, and it would have
if you
taken
use the
too
sewn
long.
bind off and then want to extend it, you can just pick up along the top and it would be seamless.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's
too.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
well,
did you say,
that's-
Jenny?
If you'd use the sewn bind off,
Uh-huh.
then you could just pick up along the sewn bind off
Oh,
and carry on, and it would be virtually invisible.
oh, oui, yes.
Good idea.
It's the voice of
Ah.
experience.
Yeah, I made a neck too thin. And rather than take the whole thing out, I picked up and just made it thicker so that I liked how the neck sat. It works.
I like your mustache. I hadn't
Oh,
seen it before.
thanks.
Ah,
Last
Oh,
week I
beard
had a
still.
full beard. I made it a goatee.
I like that too.
Cool.
It looks
Thank you.
really nice.
Thank you.
So you need to color it now.
Blue.
Yes. No problem with that at all. I already have the hair color. It's in the bathroom, ready to go.
Is blue the official Phrancko color?
Apparently. man.
No, we'll be doing medium brown.
It would be fun if we all had to dye our hair when we got together,
That's
though.
right.
Oh. Well,
Let's
you
set a
don't
date.
even have to. You don't even have to dye. It's like hair chalk,
Yeah.
and you put it in a little thing and you just do it. And I mean, because I've done mine purple, and it's like
Yeah,
2
none a
minutes.
beard. I think
Hair
we get everywhere.
chalk? And
Yes,
gray hair is
what's
very
that?
hard to dye.
how does that work, the hair chalk?
Yeah.
Well, it looks
Wash
like
it
a
out.
little. It looks like a little compact, and you just put a thing of hair in and clip the compact over it, and then pull it, and it like paints it on. It's maybe kind of more like pastels or something. It's got a little bit of an oily feel to it, and it stays on fine for a couple of days, but it washes out too. So.
Does it go all over the pillow at night?
I'm
Yeah,
sure
No,
if it
I
was on
didn't
my
notice
face,
that,
it
but I
would.
did it right on the top, so I didn't notice that it came on the
Oh,
pillow.
okay. Right.
That could be kind of entertaining.
That's
To do
right.
to somebody while they're sleeping.
Oh, I didn't think about that, Serena.
So I had a lot of progress on my sweater.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the shaping
Oh,
of the
boy.
underarm for the vest.
Wow.
Yeah, so I really like it.
A lot of progress.
Lot of progress.
Phew.
So and I'm such a fanboy. I joined the Martin Story fan club on Ravelry.
Cool.
Not a fan club, people. It's just the Martin Story group.
Did you
But I've
do
done just about as many of
a
his
sloped
sweaters for you
bind
as
off?
I've done of yours.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Cindy,
Did
you
you do
got
a slope
something?
bind off for the underarm there?
Good
Sonia?
question.
Say it again?
Did you do a sloped bind off for the underarm? Or did you do bind off back and forth? bind off,
No,
back and
you,
forth?
you just
It's
bind
sloped.
off on either end and then it decreases
Oh, it's decreases.
um,
Okay, all right.
every row for 10 rows and then every other row for 5 rows.
Okay.
And then every
Okay.
other row for 4 rows and then you
Okay.
stop. So I'm almost there. I've got about,
Oh, good, good.
yeah, I'm almost done with the back. So 2 weeks for the back. It's okay. It's not bad.
No, that's great.
Now that I have the Portuguese doing the back, the Portuguese knitting on the back is just brilliant.
That is so beautiful. That is
Ah.
just
It
so
really
beautiful.
is
It
working
just
well
looks
with the
so
tension.
neat and gorgeous.
Yeah, I've got the same tension on the the Portuguese purling than I do with the knitting.
Mhm.
So there's no puckering
Beautiful,
on
Yeah,
the
that
front.
looks-
beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I'm really happy with it.
yeah.
Of course, it's not for me. Like, do we ever knit for
Well,
ourselves?
that's your
Let's
fault.
have
That
that
is your fault.
discussion. Okay, Serena?
I do. I knit for myself.
Yes, I do knit for myself on a rare occasion.
I do
This
too.
might be
Not
for
enough.
me.
Oh, is it? Nice.
Show us again, Serena.
Okay, I'm working on an armpit. This is my Zoom project.
Ooh,
Oh, very
ooh,
nice.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I like the color.
Me too.
Oui. Oh,
Is that
oui.
just
Yeah.
one yarn? Two
It's got a
together?
split hem,
Cool.
Oh,
and I use the Italian bind off. I think that's the one that Frank does, right?
It
right.
is.
Yeah.
So
I think in the pattern it's called the invisible rib bind off, but it is.
yeah,
Italian
yeah, and
bind
it's
off.
2 yarns held together.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes.
that's not.
To get that
It
kind of
started
long
with my stash. I was trying to use some yarn, and this is like synthetic. It's not fancy yarn. I don't know why I had it, but I decided it fit with this pattern, and I think I'm gonna like it. It's supposed to be an oversized sweater, so
Yeah, I love it.
Cool.
Very nice.
Very
I love the
nice.
raglan sleeves.
yeah, it's
Nice
very
job on them.
simple. It's been good for Zoom knitting. Oh, and I knit a sock. A pair of
Just one
socks, I should say.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
those are
Oh,
cute.
nice.
Oh,
Oh, they're cute.
Is that the
Oui.
Tin Can Knits rye sock?
Yes, that's light rye, tin can knits.
Cool. I've made that once.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
it's not bad at all. It's very cute. It
Nice.
just has that nice texture on the front
Mhm.
Mhm.
and it's plain on the back, so. So that was fun, and I started another pair of socks, so maybe I'll get some socks done this year. That's it for me.
Do
All
you do anything? I have a question. You're matching garter stitch to stockinette. And garter stitch usually is a much tighter row gauge than stockinette.
Mhm.
Do you have to do anything to make them fit together?
Well,
add
it's
short rows?
not, it's alternating.
Alternating. What's alternating?
I mean, it's not every row. I think it's every other row
Every other row is what?
is garter.
No, I think the whole
What is
stitch looks like garter. You're knitting and
What
then
does it look like
purling
on
and
the
then knitting,
inside?
aren't you? Every row is knitted.
Or is it,
One row is knitted and the next row is purled.
Well, maybe so.
That's garter stitch.
But I
Yeah.
didn't do anything to adjust for the tension.
You
To
did,
answer
that's
your
what my
question.
question was. So
Yeah.
it just
can you
stretches
show
out
us
the
the
fit.
inside?
Cindy,
Does
what?
it look the same way on, does it look the same way on the inside? Is it garter?
I
or
guess
is it
so.
like
I guess
a
I just
reverse
wasn't thinking
stockinette?
that it was garter stitch. I don't know why. It just didn't seem like it,
Oh,
but
no,
yeah.
it is. It is, yeah, okay.
But I
Yeah,
guess
'cause I
it
was thinking,
is,
was
you
it
know,
reverse
garter stitch.
stockinette?
It
But
just
it's
doing it
garter.
in a round just confused me because I'm used to doing garter flat.
Right, where you just knit
Mhm.
every row back and forth.
Yeah,
And I
but
think
no,
with
I
the-
didn't adjust anything.
Oh, the
Interesting.
sock, it'll
Oh,
just make the sock,
interesting. That's
make
cool.
it turn,
Yeah,
right?
Well, and if I remember, so like because the garter panel is on the instep, it like the instep of the foot has like needs less space than the heel does. That
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah,
And so
so it
garter
curls
rotation is
in.
tighter, but that's okay because of the way it fits when you wear it.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess
great.
so. I didn't even think about it. They must have figured that out. It's a free pattern.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Right.
Light rye
Rye like whiskey?
or rye light, one or the other.
Yeah. Like the whiskey. Yeah.
Like whiskey. Okay.
And it's
Like the
tin
whiskey.
can knits, right?
Yeah,
Right.
tin
Oh, it is?
can,
Tin can knits, yeah.
Neat.
it's fun to knit socks again. They go so darn quick.
I
Yeah,
just
you
finished one.
can make them.
I just finished a sock just this moment.
Oh,
wow.
And this is a gift.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Can you see the bats?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
they're
see the
amazing.
bats.
Mhm.
Put my hand up to give it some.
That is
Oh,
so
that is
cute.
so cute.
That's fun.
very cool.
Wow.
Way.
Batty for Halloween.
Are they Fair Isle bats?
Yes. Yeah. Color stranded. So there's a lot of,
Mm.
Oh, they're warm. Nice.
yes, they're pretty thick and they're warm. And so I just finished one, and her birthday's at the end of the month, and Halloween's her favorite holiday. So it's always Halloween at
Perfect.
the house. So I think she'll like these.
Perfect.
How cute.
I think the designer is Stone Knits, I think is the designer. It's a great pattern.
And that's called Batty.
Batty for Halloween.
Batty for Halloween. Very cute.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Thanks.
I always love when you show what you knit. You're very, very talented.
Thank you. Now I gotta
I've
see
just
the other
I've just got to the end of a row, so I'll share as well. So I am knitting So Day by Hiroko Payne. So this oh, you can't see.
one.
Oh,
Oh
Wow.
my.
Wow.
That
That's the
is just
back.
amazing, Jenny.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the back.
Nice.
And then that's a sleeve. You can just see the design going down the sleeve on the side.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you can't really see. Hang on, I'll try and turn it round. And then the design goes down. Hang on a minute. Goes down the front as well. You can't really see it very well.
Oh, so it's a cardigan.
Yes, a
Mhm.
jacket type thing. Yes.
Oh, it's a jacket.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
that's
Very
coming
nice.
along. Coming along.
And isn't that like the world's most complicated pattern ever?
There was some blue air going on while I was getting. I'm all right now. I'm in the swing of it now. But right at the beginning, because there's stitches that aren't on the charts anywhere,
Oh.
and you don't know, and then you start off, and then the first row count that they give you to check where you are isn't until row 24. So you've got to get all the way to row 24 before you then count all your stitches between the markers to see if you've got the right number of stitches between the right markers.
Oh, mon Dieu. That's crazy.
And then
And
at
how
some
did you
point-
do?
I was all right.
All right.
But I did spot an error on one of the cables on the back, so I had to do a 12 row 19 stitch drop down and
Mhm.
cable all the way back up again.
Oh my.
Yeah. I found an error on this in the charting.
Oh no.
Oh.
Mm.
Like, oh dear. And you just frog it back.
Yeah.
And Jenny, what yarn are you using?
This is Cascade 220 Aran
Mhm.
weight. Yeah. And it's nice. It's quite a grabby yarn. So if you drop your stick, it doesn't run very far.
That's great.
Right.
I think that's what this hoodie is done in, Cascade 220 Aaron.
It
Oh,
is,
is it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. So yes, it's the first time I've knit with it, and I like it. Yeah. So doesn't run away.
So here's something else I did this week.
Oh,
Ooh,
very nice.
Wow.
Is that in Tarja in the round?
No, this
No.
is Ladderback Jacquard.
Ah.
I love the
It's
shape.
so nice.
Oh,
Cool.
oh, I like the
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's fun.
So this is
I
a
love the
preview
hem.
of the pattern that is going to be published in the next issue of Cast On magazine. Only I'm going to do it in different colors.
Love
So
the
Very
hem.
nice.
that's the hat I'm doing, and I'm doing it to illustrate Ladderback Jacquard. Oh, I should have shown you that while I was spotlighted. Because I'm going to do an article on how to do Ladderback Jacquard in the magazine.
Great.
Oh, great.
very nice.
I was looking up a lot about Jacquard and how we have it and who he was. It was kind of interesting.
So nice.
So
Oh, that's beautiful.
let's see, you can
Oh,
see
I can see it, yeah.
Mhm.
here,
Yeah.
really hard to point to anything in because everything's backwards from what you're
Mhm.
used to.
Yeah, it's
Yes, that's
beautiful.
nice. Amazing.
They
There.
make it very warm, won't it?
There's a column of Ladderback Jacquard stitches. And what they do is they trap the yarn for long floats. And as you can see from this design, there are a lot of long floats
Mhm.
because those balls especially are very fat. It's not like typical stranded color work where the color changes happen every few stitches. And so you have to do something to capture the floats that would be too long otherwise. And the usual way to do that is with capturing them by, I don't even know what it's called, but you trap the float on a stitch. And some of you know when I did a yoke using that technique and a very similar design with big balls on it, the yarn showed through and it really wasn't very effective. And so that got me interested in this technique to trap floats or to handle floats without trapping them on stitches that will show through on the front.
And I guess with Ladderback Jacquard, you can work with superwash yarn and it would be okay. It
Oh, I
wouldn't
think any
matter.
kind of yarn, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
any yarn.
It doesn't have to be a grippy
No, it
yarn.
doesn't.
Okay,
No.
that's nice.
What's kind of interesting, and I noticed about it, is like when you hand wash it and you block it out, those single ribs, they kind of open up a little bit and
Yes,
it becomes like they disappear a little bit. Like it's really amazing.
they kind of spread apart.
Yeah, they
So
spread
they
apart a
don't
little
look
bit.
like stitches in a single column of stitches anymore. They just look
And
like
it does
all
nothing
yarns
for the
are
front.
kind
Like the
of
front looks
magically
perfect
wound
still.
around each other.
Hmm.
But it still
Yeah.
has the same function.
Yeah, and it doesn't distort it all on the front, which is so neat.
Are you still planning on doing your video?
Yes,
Great.
I'm going to, I now have a deadline to do the video and publish it before I publish the article so I can refer to the video from the article.
What's the name of the hat?
It's temporarily called Balls and Ribbons Hat, but I may change the name. I'm not excited about that name. I thought about calling it the Jubilee hat, and then I looked it up, and there's a whole bunch of Jubilee hat patterns already.
Yeah.
Too common a name.
It made me look up who Jacquard was, and I was so impressed. I had no idea. It's definitely worth looking up who this Jacquard was. Brilliant, amazing. Like changed the world.
He was a weaver, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, changed the world.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Interesting.
Well, I've gotten down to my ribbing on the bottom of my sweater.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
yay.
Great.
Nice
Lovely.
length. Oui.
Well, that fits beautiful.
It's
So
beautifully.
Mhm.
it looks, when I put it on, it like bubbles right here.
Oh,
And then when I pull it down, it's fine, but it's, I can't tell if it's actually a bubble here or is it because of the coloring, but this little section here stands out, but that's where it bubbles.
I see.
But if I pull it down, it's fine. So I think when it blocks out, it'll be okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
it'll probably relax into its shape.
Yeah, but I really like it.
Looks great.
Yeah, very nice.
Mhm.
So I don't have much to show. I'm working on a cardigan for my husband. It's 1x1 rib all over. It's a bottom up. So all that is new for me. It's raglan. And I also have to install a zipper, which I have never done. So now I'm just at the cuff. I'm using Briggs and Little yarn, 2 strands. And this yarn is worsted. Yeah, he wants something hot that will keep him warm.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
that'll
a
certainly
very rough yarn. I've worked with it before. It's like knitting a carpet.
Oh.
That's
But
fun.
it's squishy.
That's fun. But you've done button bands, right? You've done button sweaters?
Buttons, yes, but zipper, no.
Okay, I'm the reverse. I've never done a button. This will be my first button sweater that I'm doing.
Oh,
I've never done it. I've done zippers, no problem. Just throw it on the machine and zip it up. It's nothing. You'll have no problem at all.
I won't use a machine. I'm gonna
No.
hand knit it.
And
I plan to use double-sided basting tape
Yeah,
to place the zipper and
Yeah.
then sew it by hand.
I
yeah.
did
You
the-
can do Stitch Wizard tape where you iron it on. And it's a nice basting that's iron on. And then do it by hand.
Yeah, I chose the sticky one.
Yeah, the sticky
That
one, yeah.
is, well, you don't have to iron it.
Oh, okay.
And it's supposed to be water soluble.
Yes.
So I don't know.
I did a
It'll
zip.
work.
That will work.
Did it-
It will work fine.
Sorry?
I did a zipper by hand once.
And
I didn't use any basting tape or anything. I made sure to block it first, block the garment first.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
I did baste the zipper to the sweater. And
okay.
I think I pinned it and then I basted it. And then I removed the basting as I sewed it on by hand. And it worked out fine. It was kind of slow for me. I haven't done another one.
Mm-hmm.
Because buttons were just, I don't know, I guess I'm just more used to buttons.
Yeah, but my husband doesn't like
Yeah.
buttons. He agreed
And the
for a zipper.
zipper is convenient. It's awfully
Oui.
convenient.
Aye. So I don't know. I still have to figure out the length of the zipper I will need. But this yarn has no, how do you say? It's not,
No give?
it won't, no give, yeah. I don't, I'm sure when I will block it, wash it and let it dry, it won't change.
Right.
It's a carpet. So
It'll be nice and warm.
I hope that's the goal. That's the plan.
You might be interested to know that I did write an article about putting a button on knitting in cast on a few years ago. And you don't have to go read the article. I can tell you, you can figure it out. But the main point of the article was to use a backing button. In other words, you can buy these really cheap little buttons with 2 holes in them. They're clear buttons. You put them on the wrong side of the fabric and put the button on the right side of the fabric, and you sew through both through the outer button, through the fabric, and through the inner button. And it's a good way of holding it on without pulling threads from that you've attached your button to. That's the main point.
And are they called backing buttons? Is that a name for them?
That's my name for them. I don't know what they're called.
I'll look them up because I'm putting metal buttons on my sweater.
Now,
So
are
I
they the
think it
kind
would
of
help.
button that has a loop there, or do they have buttonholes?
You know, I don't know. I bought them a while ago. They're metal, so I think they would have a loop.
Yeah, they probably have a loop.
Yeah, they're metal. I think they have a loop.
You can still use a backing button.
Really? Oh,
Then you're not sewing the button to knitted fibers.
Right, so it won't pull and distort.
Doesn't pull and snag distort the knitting.
Yeah, unlike Cindy, I don't have a plethora of button under my belt. All those different buttonholes that she was working on. Wasn't it like 5 different or 6 different buttonholes, Cindy?
It was, no, I had to do it on 4 different fabrics, 4 different like stitch patterns, like 1-1, rib, 2-2, seed stitch, and then garter. And you had to have 3 different buttons on each one. And some of them you could reuse, but some of them, they should be different based on what worked the best for that stitch pattern. So there was a lot of button research. Button research.
Yeah, this is a 1x1 button band. So I'm just gonna go up a couple, cut the yarn and go up again, join, you know, kind of a traditional button.
So I did an experiment just now. I went on to Amazon and just entered the term backing button. I found a page full of products that look like this.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Just
like
clear
this
white,
one, yeah.
clear buttons that can be used on the backside.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you.
Wow.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited because I was doing this one to learn something new. So a 1x1 ribbed button bands with metal buttons, new. So that's good. Oh, this is funny. Judith is here, and I just realized the sweatshirt I have on. I had no idea. Judith, you wouldn't know how hard it was to find this stupid sweatshirt.
How come? Was you well, I mean, where did you look for it?
In Quebec.
Quebec City?
I was in Montreal.
When was that?
Oh my goodness. Who was that singer? Who was that singer I saw with Michael? His favorite singer.
Celine Dion?
Petula Clark. Petula Clark
Oh my gosh.
was
Oh.
playing up
Quebec?
in Montreal just a couple, four and a half years ago.
Okay.
And I just wanted a sweatshirt. Couldn't find anything that said Montreal, but we found Quebec.
Well, you were in Quebec City or Montreal?
Montreal
Okay.
on
Okay.
Christopher Street.
Okay.
But in Montreal,
Probab-
believe me, in Quebec City, you can't find anything in Quebec either. You don't do branding up there, apparently.
in the old city of Quebec, I think
Yeah,
you would
via
find
Quebec.
Via
yeah.
Quebec, you would find, I think.
No,
No?
I had a horrible time. And I did
Okay.
that 7 years
And-
ago. So yeah, anyway, it took forever to find it, but I
Mhm.
found it and I love it still.
Cindy, I have to ask how your vest is coming.
The vest is all blocked. I've got one shoulder sewed on, and I've been watching all the little videos of how to sew the shoulders and how to do the mattress seams to refresh. And I sewed in all my ends, all the ends are woven in. And then I have gone and made my list of all my hot links and checked those. There was one that was broken from Interweave Press. That page shows they don't have it anymore. They're Interweave Press. So I had to find one more reference. And then I went through and checked all of my works cited that all of them were actually in the swatch information sheets and that they were done correctly and everybody had timestamps and page numbers. So I'm doing all the little copy editing checking also. So been doing that for several hours each day. So it's getting very, very close.
Great. I'm so
Oui.
glad to hear it. Can't wait for you to submit it.
Thank you.
Well, I did do another swatch this week that I really like. So since nobody's talking, I'll show that.
Ooh,
Cool.
Oh, those are
I
pretty.
like that a lot.
It's 4 different colors of the same yarn. And I love the yarn. I'd love to do something in this yarn. And it's a Canadian company. It's Koigu Wool Designs. Koigu. And the
I
website
didn't know it.
koigu.com. And this is their 100% merino wool, 50 grams, 114 yards, 22 stitches per 4-inch. So it's a DK weight yarn. And it's an unusual construction. If Ron was here, he could tell us what it is. It's it looks woven or plaited or something.
Is it a tape construction?
A what?
A tape
No.
is what
It's
it's
not
called
flat,
when it's
if
like
that's what
that.
you mean.
Or
No,
cable.
no, tape. It's not necessarily.
Oh,
It doesn't necessarily, but it's how it's kind of woven together. But kind of sometimes they'll call it a cable yarn too, if that's what it is.
there, you can kind of see it there, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's a cable yarn.
It probably is that. I don't know the construction of this yarn.
Does it look kind of like a crochet chain?
Well, no, it's actually 3 ply. I just separated it. You see,
Hold
Yeah.
up a little more. So it
So-
is, it's just twisted.
there are 3 ply, and each ply is 2 ply.
Two
So
ply.
it's very similar
Okay,
to
so
what I showed
So
last
it's
week, I guess.
six strands separate, yeah.
The other thing I like is that the colors are just so vibrant. Look at this blue.
Yeah.
They're
That
very
blue is really
saturated.
that blue. I mean, it's just eye-shockingly blue.
Your
That's
new hat
amazing.
would be good in those colors.
Yes, it would.
Mm.
But I've already chosen the yarn and it's going to be Brooklyn Tweed Arbor.
Oh,
I think I used Koi Goose sock yarn once many years ago.
I think somebody in this meeting mentioned it recently, and that's probably why I went off and got it. Would it have been you, Will? Would you have?
I don't think it was me.
Probably Ron.
Probably Ron.
I don't remember anybody mentioning it. That doesn't mean somebody didn't. but
No, I
don't
may be
remember it.
wrong. That's just how I get some of my yarn ideas. Every time somebody mentions a yarn, I go look it up and see if I want to try it.
Mm.
Well, I keep a tablet and a pen for these meetings when somebody mentions something, and I write it down and then look up the pattern or look up the yarn
Yeah,
or the designer. Different ones too.
but I didn't know Koigu was Canadian. I had no idea.
Either. I didn't know that either.
They've been around a long while, haven't they, Koi Goo?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it says product of Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and then it says it in French. And it says made in Canada.
Wow.
It says fait au Canada.
Fait
That's
au
my
Canada.
French.
Yes, fait au Canada.
Fait au Canada.
With a name like that, I would never have thought that it's Canadian.
Yeah, I'm wondering where they came up with the name. I thought it seemed like a Japanese name.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do
Really?
too.
Yeah. I'm having my Canadian Saturday night dinner tonight, which I haven't done in a while. We're having sausage and lentils.
Oh, I love lentil.
My Pepe used to make that when I was little on Saturday nights. Would have sausage and lentils. Oh, I just love it so much. So good.
Joellen wanted to say hello. She emailed me
Oh.
earlier this morning. She's been sick, and so she wasn't going to be able to make it. But she's getting better, and but she said she would miss you all.
Oh, well,
Oh.
let's send virtual
We
love
miss
and
her.
hugs. Hi.
We miss you,
Hi,
Joelle.
Joellen.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
well. Take care.
Yes,
She's so sweet.
She is
Hope
really
she
good.
feels better.
she's funny.
Yeah, she is funny.
She is. She definitely is a character.
Oh, yeah.
She's fun.
It's so funny. You're having the kind of chat like people have when somebody's not present. And yet she's probably going to watch this video.
Well, we hope she
She
does, because
probably
she's
is.
very
You
lovely.
know,
Well,
when somebody
was-
walks
it was
away,
really-
everybody says, "Oh, that person's so nice," or "They're so sweet."
Well, we were emailing back and forth, and she was saying, that she was kind of ill, and I'm like, "Oh, you should have some chicken soup and da 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 da," and I'm like, "But I like homemade chicken soup because I raised chickens for forever." And she's like, "How did you ever do that?" And she's like, "We raised ducks and had some geese, but we never did chickens." And so we got into this whole farming thing story. Like, it was like about 5 o'clock here, and she's several hours later. So it was pretty funny. Really great conversation.
That is fun. I love coloring duck eggs for Easter. They're just like the
Oh.
perfect size.
Well,
They're-
they're
they're-
big and nice and hard. The shells are
Yeah,
hard.
they're gorgeous and
I love
easy to blow
using them
out.
to bake with. I mean, it's like you bake a cake with duck eggs, and it's going to go like twice as high. The protein in a duck egg is quite a bit stronger than
Yeah.
an egg
The yolk.
than
The
a
yolk
regular
is so.
chicken. Oh, the yolk is so vibrant.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad they're so expensive here.
Brutal. I saw a duck at Christmas at my market it was like $80 for a duck.
Oh,
Oh my
was like,
goodness.
Oh my goodness, that's too much. And for Christmas, a goose was like $110.
Oh,
That's
No.
ridiculous.
yeah.
We used to love having goose for Christmas, but not this year. My goodness.
mm.
because I haven't cooked a goose in like 12 years. But
Mine is less than 12 years, but not that much less. I would say like maybe 6.
yeah, my little niece Cassie, oh, she loved the taste of goose. She just loved it because it's so rich, right?
It is. It's like, I mean, I save the fat and do that from the duck too, and then like do potatoes, and then it's just so yummy.
Oh, make duck confit. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I have to go now. I'm hungry.
I made duck confit not too long ago. It was delicious. I love it. Because I couldn't afford the whole duck. I got a couple of legs and made confit out of it.
How do you say confit in English? It's confit,
I
right?
don't know. I don't know
It
if
is.
they
It
know.
is confit.
English, we say
I've known
confit.
it.
Yeah,
Confit.
I've
just
known it as
confit.
confit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you pronounce it how it's written in English, it would be confit, but that's not what anybody says.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that.
So tonight I'm having confit giblets, duck
Oh,
giblets.
delicious.
Yeah,
No.
That is so good.
not
You having
only,
it
but
with some fondant potatoes? Or what are you doing with? No?
just a salad.
Oh, well,
With-
don't
She's
ruin it with a
being good.
salad.
She's being good.
Sorry?
You're
I
being
said-
good. You're eating healthfully with eating with the salad.
Yeah, she's being good. I'm like, I wouldn't ruin it with a salad.
No, I think it works well with the
Oh, it does.
vegetables.
Well, salad is good too, but it's like the potatoes with yum.
Fried potatoes.
Finished my
Yeah.
mitten,
Oh, look at the mitten.
Yeah.
Show.
except I don't have a needle and thread to, I mean, I don't have a needle and scissors to bind off the last piece. So
Yay.
Yay.
Wonderful.
So you're ready for Colorado.
Yeah.
well,
Well,
one hand is.
is ready.
His right
One
hand is ready.
I will admit with that, but
Yeah, it's a knitting repeat. Can't you see me knitting like this?
How many people are attending? Do you know?
Rana's there.
I don't know this year how many, but it's usually around 15.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Hello, Rana.
Hi, Rana.
Hi, Rana.
Oh, hi, Rana. We're glad you made it right as we're closing up.
Talking about lunch, supper, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He says, hi, everybody. I just got home.
Oh, that was nice of her to drop in.
Yeah.
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 Glad she joined us.
So Rana, can you write in the chat what you're working on?
Oh, how's your wrists? How are your wrists?
Ooh.
Not from storm.
Recovering from storm, she writes.
Ooh.
The one in California last week?
He says, I'm okay.
Oh, good. Glad to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a bad storm, wasn't there? People were losing power and all sorts.
Yes.
Yeah. It didn't really hit us here. Our lights flickered, but that's about it. But
Oh,
My
But I
daughter lives an hour north of San Francisco in the country in Sebastopol, and they were out of power for 2 days.
oh,
were
Oh.
they?
Maybe, Rana, that's why you had to leave your house because
Oh,
of
and
that
she said-
storm.
Oh, she
Rhonda
says,
said,
thank
"Thank
goodness for
goodness."
sandbags. Oh, so you were actually in a flooded area.
Wow.
Hi.
That's not good.
oh.
Good to hear you're okay. It's good to
Yeah.
know.
Yes. Yes.
Well, good. We're glad you're here. Rana. We're glad to know you're okay.
Yes,
And it is time to say goodbye for another week. So another delightful meeting. Thank you all so much.
it was.
And see you
Good
next week.
night, all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Frank. Bye-bye, everybody.